Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another video for you today. And today I just wanted to speak about the loss against Bournemouth, Tottenham losing 1-0 to Bournemouth. And for me, this is showing me again why I don't rate this squad, don't rate this manager, and why I couldn't back the manager before, which if you watch Mr. Box Office TV, I did a show on Sunday telling you why I don't rate this manager. And where you saw in this game and saw this season why I, I cannot back this manager as well. The only thing is though, because what I want to try and do a different video at the moment. This is the reason why I didn't do reaction, because like I said, I'm trying to switch it up on Mr. Box Office TV because I don't want to repeat myself. Really, the question I need to ask is: it's not a time of whether if Ange is going; it's when he is going. When he walks or he gets sacked. The problem is at the moment, and now I've got to go to the ownership now. Do I actually trust the ownership to make the right decision on the next manager? What actually I really should say, do I actually trust them to actually get the right coaching? Because they've messed up how many times, especially since Poch. They've not made the right choice on the right manager. So can I trust them to do it again? I certainly don't trust Johan Land to be in that process. I certainly don't trust Scott Munn to do that process because they've messed it up just the first time round. So I feel like I've been here before. So with all this, are they able to make the right decision to move this forward? Because it's quite clear they're not going to get top players in this club. So we need a coach to actually coach players to make them better, work with them. An example of this is if you're a manager at work. I think a few people have made this example. You've got your staff members that work in your team. You've got certain staff members who've got certain skill set. So you've got to adapt to what sort of staff you've got. Use them for the strengths that they've got, or and try and get the best out of them. Make them feel like they're part of a team. At the moment, when I look at my Tottenham Hotspur at the moment, I don't see Ange Postecoglou trying to get the best out of some of the players that we've got. Obviously, he's using Kulusevski in his natural position as a centre midfield, as attacking midfielder, and he's been on good form. But really, other than that, you haven't really seen anything with any other player. The fullbacks have been proven. Adoji and Poro, they're wing backs, but they're told to invert, and it doesn't work whatsoever. He didn't do that against Man City. Look at the change and look at the performance that we performed against Man City. Yes, it was a good counter-attacking performance. I have to make that clear. And now we see that that was just a one-off performance, because a one-off tactical change, that was it, because Man City forced us to play that game of playing circular pressure and breaking on Man City. Even Man City missed a lot of chances as well, and if they'd taken their chances, it could have been a different game. So what I'm trying to say is, at the moment, is that we need someone that is able to work with the players that he's got to get the best out of them. You look at some of the examples I can give. Eddie Howe. Look at the squad he's got. He has injuries, but he manages to work with the squad he's got and get the best out of them. Thomas Frank, he's able to use the players that he's got, get the best out of the players that he's got in his squad. The Bournemouth manager, Ariola, he's very good at using the players that he's got, and they're very effective. And now I think that's the third team top team they've beaten at home at the Vitality. So when you look at all these examples, you can see that managers, good coaches are able to adapt to the players that they've got and also able to improve players within a short window. Getting to know their players within a certain time frame and able to get the best out of them. The thing that really annoyed me yesterday, like I said, I didn't get annoyed about the result because the result didn't matter to me anymore. Because I know my team now. I know, yeah, you can say it's good players. There's some good players there that we should be doing better. But really, the thing that annoyed me is the excuses that I was hearing, the injuries, when we knew the squad that we had in at the start of the season, and everyone said we had a very good squad. We said we've got a better squad than last year. But 14 games later, whatever it is now, we're now saying it's a project. We need to give it time. So the narrative has changed from good squad, we're dangerous, look what we're going to be cooking this season, to, oh, just wait, be patient, it needs time. So the narrative changes straight away very quickly. The only question you have right now, because it's still a question of whether, not if, it's when Ange Postecoglou leaves, because you saw what's happened, the aftermath, which was wrong what the fans did, having a go at Postecoglou personally. I can criticise him because I don't think he's a good coach, or what the attributes I don't think he's given us, that I don't think we'll get him from him. Yes, I can criticise him as a coach, as a manager, as a tactician, his tactics. Yes, I can criticise that, but don't get personal. I won't get personal. Mr. Box Office, that's not Mr. Box Office's style. No. But one thing I can do is say, look at him as a coach, look at his attributes, and say, why is this not working for me? I kept on going to games and went to games before, and it just wasn't getting me off my seat. I just wasn't gaining that confidence. This guy is the right guy still. And it was different with Pochettino. It was natural. It's organic. Martin Jol is organic. I saw something. Even Villas-Boas, it became organic. I thought, yeah, maybe it was more because of Gareth Bale. Yes. I saw something. But with Ange Postecoglou, there's still, even though we still won 4-0 against Man City, we won against Aston Villa, I still was not convinced. I said, this is just counter-attacking football here. And that was after, it's been a year and a half. And then people said, he still get to know his players. Again, excuses. Excuses that don't need to be given to this manager when he's had enough time, he's had enough money, he's had a lot of choices in terms of what he's got in this squad. He hasn't rejected the offers of certain players that are in this squad right now. And this is his responsibility with Johan Lang. So I have to ask to the fans, to people who are watching that playback, what would you do? Because I know what I would do. For me, at the moment, I would just let him go. I wouldn't care if he goes. But the problem I have at the moment, I'm nervous at the moment, is what would the board get in? Are they able to get the right manager in? Are they talking to managers right now? If this is not looking like it's going to work out. Because one thing you can say about Man United, they were talking to Amrin very, very early. From when Ten Hag was looking like it was not going to be working out. Are Tottenham able to do that so they don't find themselves having to have an interim manager in, and then we know who's going to be in charge? Ryan Mason, the guy that's inspired Brendan Johnson, by the way, to score loads of goals, be in the right position. You couldn't really make it up, couldn't you? Just a quick video from Mr. Box Office. It's good performance from Bournemouth. Bournemouth played very well. They should have won more. They should have scored more goals, 100%. Tottenham looked toothless in attack. You saw all the same problems like we've seen for quite a while now. So I can't get annoyed anymore by this. I'm just really enjoying life at the moment. Like I said, I'll hopefully have a show for you tonight, giving my thoughts a little bit more on this and talking to you guys as well. But I can't get annoyed. The only thing I do get annoyed is that I don't get any more credit than I deserve, because I got a lot of flack. And really, I told you about this. I told you from the very get-go. It's no pleasure of saying this, but at the same time, I got a lot of flack, got a lot of abuse, got a lot of people saying that I'm not worth listening to. Well, now, all the things that everyone's saying, the Højbjerg thing, everyone's saying, yeah, I criticised him, I said he was bang average. But then after the transfer window, I'm sitting there thinking I'd rather have him back now. Well, that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Why am I saying that when we should have got someone better than Højbjerg to compete with the midfielders that we got, who are inconsistent? And now the complaints about injuries are just really salty as far as I'm concerned. But I can only say this. If Tottenham are going to get rid of the manager, they need to get rid of Ange Postecoglou. They've got decisions to make. They've got a decision to make to find the right sort of coach to coach this team to get the best out of them. And if we're going to do a youth project, we've got to use the youngsters and make it clear to the fans what they are going to be having to watch next coming season, and why we need to be patient and actually show us some progress. Because at the moment, it's only going one way. And by the way, everything I saw from the fans yesterday is what I said to you a year ago. I said, wait till the fans turn. And now you're seeing the fans turn again. I saw it later part of the season last season, and now you're seeing it now. When it rains at Tottenham, it pours. And that's what's happening right now. Just another take from your boy, Mr. Box Office, the main event, the professor of truth and entertainment, the ratings killer. Your nightmare and everyone's guilty pleasure. And if you don't know, get to know and respect that. And as always, as I wrap up, if you didn't know, get to know. Support your boy, Mr. Box Office. Subscribe and like. And come on, you Spurs. And I'm out.